Are we ready to get started? Start off by plugging in your machine underneath the power on-off switch and go ahead and turn it on. I will also plug the foot control in right here along the edge. And by the way, when you do travel, you're going to wrap your foot control cord up clockwise, and it has this really nice little place that will catch. You kind of double back here and here, and then take the cord and slip it right into the edge of the machine, or into the foot control, and that's where it all stays. So you can uncoil as much as you need so you don't have extra cord running around. We also want to make sure that you plug your machine into some type of surge protector or even a battery backup. That's going to really make the difference. Oh, by the way, there's a little lever right below where your foot control plugs in. That's for lowering your feed dogs. You can push that all the way in or all the way out, depending if you want them up or down. Okay, here we go. We'll turn the machine back around and then go ahead and turn it back on. Here she comes. Okay, first thing we want to do is peel off some of this plastic here. So we don't need this on our front of our machine. And then there's also a little piece here covering up the door for your bobbin. And one more piece of styrofoam for when they ship that out. We'll just toss that away. All right, we're going to start off by getting a bobbin. And we're going to fill up the bobbin up here at the top. And in our accessory box, what we're going to do is take a look at our spool and pull out the medium size spool cap and an empty bobbin here. The reason for this is because when we put it on, we want to be able to just match the size of the spool that we're working with. So go ahead and slide that on. This is a cross-wound thread, so we want to lay it down on so it comes off the end. It does not matter which way this thread comes off. It doesn't matter from the front or the back. We're going to slide it across. There's a guide right here at the top, at the back of the machine here. We're going to come underneath that. So the thread comes straight across, catches that guide. Now right up here is the pre-tensioner for winding a bobbin. There's a little arrow that even shows us which way to go around it. So go ahead and go around it. You can do bobbins one of two ways. You can actually take the thread and from the inside to out. So see how I'm pulling this thread out the top? We can thread it through and then put it onto the bobbin winder up here at the top, and I can hold my thread kind of straight up from here. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we can just engage it. Or if you want, you can just take the thread, because there's little ridges in here, go ahead and wrap it around multiple times. And here's what I do. It's a little cutter right underneath this bobbin winder. And when I put my thread underneath it, you can just tap it and it will turn it on. Now the bobbin's going really slow right now because the speed is actually close to minus. So we're going to speed it up, and that will fill that nice big bobbin up perfectly, stopping when it is full. Now, if it doesn't feel nice and even, kind of up and down and nice and tight, you don't have it in that little pre-tensioner here where you have wrapped it around. Make sure it kind of gets in that little spring part of that area. When you're done, you can just lift straight up and then go ahead and use the thread cutter once again. Take your bobbin around the back and it will cut it right off for you. When we are ready to thread the machine, we undo it from the pre-tensioner. That is not in use when we do our threading for the sewing machine. Be sure your presser foot is up at this time, so when you thread down, we're coming down. There's even a little arrow pointing you to each direction. Come up underneath this silver kind of cover. You're going to come all the way in on the right side and then come down on the left, and it needs to hook into that little eye. You'll see it, but you don't have to actually thread the eye. It just goes up and around and drops into it. Make sure it drops all the way down. There is a guide right at the base of the machine head, so go behind it, coming in from the right side. And then there's one guide at the top of the needle, and make sure you catch that one too. Then we'll use the needle threader. I'm going to go fairly fast here, but we will do a video that actually shows the use of the needle threader. But boy, once you get used to a needle threader, you kind of are glad it's there, whether you can see or not. Okay, for putting your bobbin in, we're going to take our blue bobbin that we've just wound. You want to hold the bobbin so the thread is coming off the right-hand side. Go ahead and drop that in. You should see the whole spin clockwise. That is very important. Go ahead and bring it over. You're going to see a little groove on the side here. So the little groove, drop it down there. And then I always hold the bobbin at the top so it doesn't spin, puts a little resistance. And you're going to bring it down the side. See where that little C area is? I'm going to click it in there. And it can sit right in that spot. Doesn't matter which side this is. But I will tell you, once you get your bobbin in, I'd like you to become left-handed. Use your left index finger to pull this latch out. When you pull this latch out, that prevents the bobbin from falling out while you're trying to put it in. So if you're trying to get it out, let go of the latch, okay? And it'll just drop right on out. But when you hold it, then this little finger is straight up, and then it will go ahead and fit easily down in the machine. Now, there is a thread cutter right here on the right side. Drop the thread down that side and just close the door, and you can forget about it. We're going to take our thread underneath the presser foot. There's a groove on the right side. Look for that. And then you can just set your thread out. Let's go ahead and just make sure everything is threaded up, and then we'll get into a little bit more close-up on how we use the needle threader and how that bobbin works and so forth. When you turn the machine on, it's just ready to go at a straight stitch. Usually hear a little bit of an initiation stitch, so it sounds a little bit louder than when you sew, so just be aware of it. It's every time you turn the machine on. And oh, how smooth does that sound. When you're done, the needle will stop up, lift up your presser foot in the back, and the thread cutter on the side of the machine works from front to back. And when you drop your fabric down that side, a lot of times that thread will be held up here for you, so you just can let it be, and then when you go to sew again, that will come off and be ready to sew. And we'll talk about not having to hold on to these threads, how easy it is. We're going to get into all the buttons, all your stitches, and how to move around your screen and pick all the decorative stitches. Every page in the manual, we are going to feature how to specifically use that particular technique. So let's keep going.